Hey Facebook, how you guys doing? This is Heidi St. John, and I've only got a few minutes. I'm trying this from Wi-Fi at my office, so we're gonna see if it actually works. When you guys get on here, let me know where you're coming from. I'd love to hear where you guys are at. I have a couple of pretty important things that I wanted to talk about today. Not the least of which is I'm probably going to pretty soon be off of Facebook, and so you guys can find me at All Social. I'll link back to that today in the comments. Hi, Katie. Nice to see you guys. I hope you guys are doing good. Hi, Stephanie Murray Kuntz, my girlfriend. We need to talk. Hi, Kim. It's nice to see you guys. My heart is pretty heavy this morning, and so I'm just going to tell you, and I've got a friend coming in for an interview for the podcast, so I've only got a couple of minutes, but hey, Michigan. Hey, Spokane. I wanted to let you guys know a couple of things. First of all, my page has been reported to Facebook apparently a whole bunch of times for false information. And they say that I'm sharing false information. So let me give you an example of the false information. One of the big ones was a post that was written by a friend of mine, actually. You can find her blog. In fact, you should go find it. Deep Roots at Home. My friend Jackie, she's an RN. She's really, really smart. She knows everything there is to know about the mask issue. She wrote a post with all the science was there, by the way. Science was absolutely there. And she wrote a post, and Facebook's ridiculous, one-sided, liberal, fascist fact checkers covered the post with the blanket of shame and said, no, your post isn't, your post is wrong. Your post is, that's a lie. Facebook has determined, because they are now the arbiters of truth, Facebook has determined that that's not true. So you add that to several other things that I shared on my page, which I'm not going to, you guys, if I think it's a lie, I'm not going to share it. And if I find out it is a lie, I'm going to delete it. Why? Because I am a decent human being who doesn't want to lie to people, right? So this whole idea that Facebook now knows truth and you guys don't know truth is ridiculous. So I have enough strikes against me now on my page. I can't remember what they are, but I looked to see. And I think maybe I've got one more and they're going to put me in Facebook jail or Facebook prison or wherever you go when you speak the truth here and they don't like it. So I think there's a good chance I'm going to lose my Facebook platform here pretty quick. So I just wanted to let you guys know, and I'm going to post it again just for fun. When you hear decent people coming out and they're telling you masks are not good for you. So like yesterday, I'm actually doing an experiment with my staff right now. But yesterday, I purchased a pulse oximeter, so a meter that will tell me what my O2 saturation is. Normally, my resting, so like this morning I checked it, and it was 100%. And then what it is when I put a mask on and just do my normal work, like around the office, whatever, with my mask on. I promise you, your O2 saturation will drop. And that's part of what Jackie was trying to say. She was like, you guys put these stupid masks on your face, and they tell you, oh, it's for your safety. It's for your safety. It's actually hurting you. And as a mother who has raised a child with asthma, I can tell you right now, they'll hospitalize you if your oxygen saturation gets into the high 80s. All right. So when you talk about O2 sats, so when we're talking about the oxygen saturation in your blood, it's actually kind of a big deal. And the 90s does not mean an A, and the 80s is a B, and the 70s is a C. It doesn't work that way. You want your O2 sat to be 97 or higher. And so I wore a mask for fun yesterday, and I checked my O2 sats before. I was at like 98, 99%. Within 10 minutes wearing that stupid thing, just sitting in the car on my way to a Father's Day barbecue, it had dropped to 94. And I'm telling you right now, this stuff is bad for you. So this is not about your safety. It's about compliance, which is why they don't care what you put on your face. I mean, I saw a guy get into a store the other day with obviously he was being a jerk, right? But he had a crochet thing on his face. He was trying to make a point. They let him in. Why? Because he had a face covering. This is garbage. It's garbage, and I will not play. I will not play. And so I put it up on my Facebook page. I said, listen, read Jackie's information. She's a nurse. She knows what she's talking about. She's telling you, please, for the love, don't put these on your children. It's bad for your children. I put it on my page. I get yet another ding, and Facebook says, hey, Heidi St. John, you big fat liar. We're going to remove your Facebook page if you continue this. And so I'm just telling you, people that are telling the truth right now are being censored and silenced and shamed off of social media. And I just won't do it. It's not good for you, right? So Facebook has a narrative, just like the liberal giants that are all around you. They have a narrative. Did you guys see how many people who didn't want to go to the Trump rally in Tulsa applied to get tickets to the Trump rally? A lot. It was a lot of them. They didn't want to go to the Trump rally. What do you guys think they're going to do with mail-in ballots? This whole thing. I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm watching our nation like legit getting hijacked right in front of us. And we're just like, oh yeah, put your mask on. So I'm going to move to All Social, which by the way, I think their site's down for maintenance right now. But I'll link back to it. It's HeidiSt.John.com / or no, it's sorry. You can go to HeidiSt.John.com too and follow me there because they can't censor me there. But allsocial.com / Heidi St. John. So that's where I'm going. I just wanted to let you guys know, they're nothing more than bullies. They're masked bullies around, and I'm so tired of being bullied by people who tell me the science is not on their side. The science is on the side of health professionals who tell you this stuff isn't good for you, all right? Also, one more thing, and then I have to go because I'm doing an interview this morning, which you guys are not going to want to miss it'll air on my podcast this week. But I wrote about the church today, right? And it was a rebuke. It was a rebuke of the church for not opening. I was a pastor's wife for 20 years. So I know a thing or two about churches. I know a thing or two about elder boards. I know about, insurance waivers and all the things and the 501c3s and all that. And at this point in the game, I'm here to say I'm calling you guys out for not opening your churches. Open your churches. We are cowards in this country. Christians have become cowards in this country, and it is embarrassing to watch. It's embarrassing to watch. I saw a church just yesterday issue a thing on their Facebook telling their churches or their parishioners, hey, you come, but we've removed the Bibles from the sanctuary because the Rona might get you. Well, riddle me this. If the Rona is on the hymnal, if the Rona is on the Bible, then chances are pretty good the Rona's on the pews. You should get rid of those too. Get rid of your carpet, for crying out loud. I bet you the Rona's in the carpet. Might be on the pulpit too. Might want to get rid of that. This is garbage of the highest order. The Bible says that we were not given a spirit of fear, but of power and love and a sound mind. And for the love of all things holy, I don't see power, I don't see love, and I certainly don't see a sound mind. When you force your parishioners to get their temperature taken before they come to church, you've lost your mind. It's like we're so afraid of the Rona that we're not even thinking clearly anymore, or we buy into the narrative. And so frankly, I think it's disgusting. I think it's disgusting that so many of these churches have taken the stimulus money and they're using it to pad their coffers, and they're using it to increase their building fund. Shame on you guys. Shame on you for doing that. And as someone who loves the church and someone who has worked in the church, I've worked in churches almost my entire life. My husband and I are deeply invested in the Christian community, and we love the church. The Bible says in Hebrews 10:25, not to forsake the gathering. And it says, even now, especially now, as you see the day of the Lord drawing near. And there's hardly a Christian that I know who does not believe that we are in the end times. We know that the return of the Lord is near. What are we supposed to be doing? Not forsaking the gathering, especially now. And if we can gather in Walmart and we can gather in Lowe's where every day is Black Friday and we're touching everything from lamps to lumber, then for goodness sake, we can gather in our churches and we can touch our Bibles and we can open our Bibles. This is ridiculous, and we are being played. And we are foolish to think that it will stop at this. It will not stop, I guarantee you. This is the beginning. I don't think this is the real thing. I think it's a drill. So we're separating right now the wheat from the chaff in the churches. And we're watching who's actually going to be able to be on their feet when the real thing comes. Because it's not here yet, but it is coming. And you guys, I grew up in a home with an abusive father. And I can tell you right now, I heard every garbage excuse from every garbage pastor that ever saw what was happening in my family for all the reasons for my mom to stay in this abusive relationship, because submission, because this, because that. Never mind that they were completely missing the bigger picture of what was actually happening. And this is exactly what I see churches doing right now with Romans 13. Obey the governing authorities, they cry. Oh, okay. Okay. So let's obey the governing authorities, and let's see if the governing authorities are putting this thing right across the level, but it's not. This is not level. It's not normal. It's not right. That's a terrible application of Romans 13, just like it was a terrible application of the verses that say, wives, submit to your husbands, even to the point where if they're beating your children, so what, whatever. We need to be discerning as a church, all right? We're not called to be doormats for Jesus. This is not what this is about. Wake up. Wake up. I'm wondering, this is my call to you today. Where are the Joshuas? Where are the Esthers? Where are the Pauls? Where are the Daniels? Where are the Shadrachs, the Meshachs, the Abednegos? They're very hard to find right now. And I'm sorry that I sound upset, but I am upset. I am upset. And I think my time on Facebook is coming to an end, which is fine. I don't actually care. If you guys want to find me, I have a podcast that I actually produce myself with my husband, and nobody can censor me there. So you can find it almost anywhere podcasts are at right now. But the way that we are looking at this as the church needs to change. And so I am here just to say, listen, what you guys are under right now is a spirit of fear. I listened to the governor of our state, the emperor of Washington state, basically tell leaders in a Facebook Live the other day that he did, that leaders need to basically start shaming and pressuring other leaders who don't buy into the mask narrative. Well, I suppose they're going to come after me now because I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I have a child with asthma. I am not going to put him at risk by putting a mask on his face all day long and watch his O2 sats drop into the high 80s. I'm not doing it. It's not good for you. You don't have to do it. And so they can bully me. They can kick me off Facebook. The pastors can scream and yell at me. I had a pastor, message me the other day and tell me I've caused division in his church. And I'm just going to ask you right now, check your heart. Is that Heidi St. John causing division in your church? I don't want to cause division in your church. I just want you to wake your church up. Wake up. If they can meet in Walmart, then you can have your church service. The double standard is mind-blowing. The hypocrisy is stunning. And either we're going to wake up and we're going to recognize it and we're going to start behaving as people of wisdom and discernment, or we're going to continue to fall down this rabbit hole. It is cotton picking almost July. Almost July. And they've taken over 6 city blocks in Seattle. Where's the Rona? I thought we were worried. Inslee, why don't you go to Seattle and arrest those guys? Right? Oh, because that's not what we're doing. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. That's not what we're doing. And to the Christian who told me that she was disappointed because I seem sarcastic, and there is an actual time, you guys, for righteous indignation. Wake up. Wake up. That's all I'm here to say. Wake up. We're being played. It's not about a virus. It's not. It's not about flattening a curve. It's about flattening a nation. That's what they're doing, and we need to wake up. And so if you guys get on here tomorrow and Heidi St. John's not on Facebook, I just told you why. I'm going to continue to post, so get ready for it, fake information. I'm going to continue to tell you what doctors and nurses are saying about the mask and why it's not good for you and why it's a symbol of your compliance. It's nothing to do with safety at this point. And so I just want to encourage you. Sorry, my phone's ringing. I just want to encourage you guys. Be strong and courageous. Be a Joshua. Be an Esther. All right? Be an Abraham. Be a Moses. We need more people like that and less like what we're seeing in our pulpits around the nation right now. God is still on his throne, and he is looking to see how we are responding to this. And he loves us, and you are loved. You are loved. And like I told you guys last week, I won't be shamed into silence. There are people, I wish I should start just screenshotting. People send me death threats on the regular now. This is crazy town. And why? Because we speak the truth. And even if they don't send you a death threat, they're going to shame you and tell you're stupid and tell you that if you don't wear a mask, it's because you want people to die, which is ridiculous. All right. We got to wake up. We got to be smarter. I got to go, you guys. I just wanted to let you know, if you come here tomorrow and you don't see me, that's why. I'll be at all social eventually. Please follow me on my Facebook. You can follow me at momstronginternational.com. I'm going to remind you again before I leave, God didn't give you a spirit of fear, power, love, and a sound mind. Let's live like it as children of God. All right, you guys, have a good day.